Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. Well, you know, it's that time again. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's a time to get together with your family and make some Christmas ornaments. So what I love about these ornaments is that they're one of those ornaments where you can just sit around the table with a whole bunch of friends and family and make an entire tree worth, and you only need a few things. We've got here some, and here's the thing. When I say you only need a few things, the more the merrier. And it can be so many different things. It doesn't have to be just lace or just ribbon. It can be lace, it can be ribbon, it can be these kind of cool metallic trims and sequins and fabric and little tiny pieces of rose. Now, in fact, these came from my sister who just got married. This was left over from her wedding veil that my mother made her dress, and this was left over from her wedding veil. So what a great thing to put into a Christmas ornament, because not only does it become a great ornament, but it becomes an amazing memory as well. So what I love about this is that you can sit around, you can chat, and everybody can do it. The only thing that you got to know about is that you will be using pins. And the pins are what make this an easy craft, but they also make it a little bit dangerous for young hands. You want to make sure that whoever is making an ornament is old enough to know not to stick themselves with a pin. But other than that, anybody can do this. Okay, so what you're going to need for your basic Christmas ball is a styrofoam ball. And when you do this, you can make every different kind of ball under the sun. Here we've got one that is just covered with fabric and sequins and these pearl pins. Now let me just show you this pin. This is what makes this so special and easy. Do you see the pin here? It has a little pearl at the end. And not only is it fancy, but what's great about it is that it locks in whatever it is that you're going to put onto your ball. So if it's fabric, if it's a sequin, whatever, it locks it into place. And that's all you need to keep it in place. You don't need glue, you don't need anything. So this one you can see is beautifully covered with sequins and laces and trims. These are really, really pretty. But I want to show you this one, and this is one of my favorites because this is just fabric. And now here's where little teeny tiny hands who don't want with pins can go to town. You're going to need a ball that's at least 2.5 to 3 inches. This is a bigger ball. These are the little sized balls. These are about 1 inch, or excuse me, I think these are 1.5 inch, or 2 inches. But the thing about it is that these are too small to do the fabric. You want something that's at least 3 inches, which is what this is. And all you're going to do is take some fabric and a popsicle stick or coffee stir stick. You want to cut the fabric into small pieces, like this one, this square here. You just place it on top, and this is what I love about this, because this is where little hands can do this all by themselves. All they're going to do is take the stick and push, and they just push it in any sort of pattern that they want here. And what's amazing and what I love, it's kind of like it becomes a quilted Christmas ball. And what's so fun about this is that it doesn't need any glue. It's super easy to do, and it stays all by itself. And the great thing too is that, you know, it doesn't need a whole lot. You could just do one if you wanted and give it some eyes, and it could be like a little snowman. I mean, this is what's so fun about this project, is that really you can just let your imagination go wild. So I'm going to start with this as my beginning point, and then I'm just going to add some stuff to it so you can see what I mean. Okay, so I've got this great, I love this color. Look at this, with this fabulous red and the greens. Just what's nice about this is, yes, it's Christmassy, but it also has some other colors in there too. So I'm going to put this here, very Kwanzaa. This reminds me of Kwanzaa. And I'm going to take a pin, and I'm just going to put the pin at the end there. And then I'm going to put another pin here at this end. And I'm going to wrap it around. Now, what's great about the styrofoam is it kind of grabs onto the fabric so that it holds it in place. And then I'm just going to trim this here like that. And now I can do is pick this pin up, because I only need to have one to keep it in place here. So I'll put one right back in there. So now it holds both ends in. And put the other one in. like that. See? And that just holds the whole thing in place. Now I can come back with, I'm so in love with these sequins. Look at these sequins. These are sequins that are actually strung on a string. So I'm actually going to take one of these right here and take a pin and place it at the top. I'm just going to stick it right in there. Oh, knocked off one of the sequins, but that's okay. And again, I'm just going to wrap it around. Now I'm going to add another sequin on the bottom here. Whenever you feel like it's loose, you can just add more sequins. This is just sort of old-fashioned fun. Do you know what I mean? I think what I love so much about this is it reminds me of when I was a kid and we used to sit around at Christmas time and we'd make like popcorn chains, which is another thing that we do have on our website. And you should check it out at sophie-world.com. Popcorn chains, popcorn and cranberry chains. And this is along the same lines. You could do popcorn and cranberry chains and these amazing, amazing Christmas balls, and you'd have a wonderful Christmas tree that was just filled with memories as you sit around and talk and remember this happening or that happening, or when Uncle Joe brought the dog the wrong kind of dog food at Christmas time and he got sick all over the place, or, you know, whatever. Anyway, who knows where that came from. So this is one of the other things that I love is this, this fabric flower here. And what's great about the fabric flower is you just put it in like this on either side here. And if you put another one next to it, it starts to fill it. And look at that texture that it gives to the ball. It just gives it this amazing texture. Let me show you one that was done. If you can see back here, over here we go, right here. This one was just done with the fabric flowers, and it's gorgeous. And it just has this amazing sort of texture and beauty to it, almost like a Victorian ball, which I think is really fun. And for me, what's really nice about this is that when I look at this, I think of my sister's wedding, which was really pretty spectacular. So anyway, I'm not going to continue here going on and on because this is one of those things I want you to go out and have fun with it yourself. But I do want to show you how to make the little hanger. So what I've done here is I've just taken a little piece of lace, and this is about 5 inches in length, and I just folded it in half. And then I'm just going to take a big pin, and to secure it and make sure that it stays in place, I am going to use one of these sequins here. And the sequins are great because, see, they have this little hole right in the center there. And I just take my pin and stick it through that hole. And then I've got this folded over my little bit of lace here. And I just slip it right in the bottom of the lace so that it holds these two pieces together and keeps that loop in place. Then I can just stick it right into my ball and hold it up. And there you have it. A beautiful Christmas ornament filled with memories. For more fantastic ideas to make your holidays fun, come and check us out at sophie-world.com.